All right. Okay, here we go. Oh God. This is the first time streaming this thing, so I had to confirm the settings were good. Hold on 1 second. Is it If my voice is too loud, just tell me. Okay. Let's see. No. Oh no, not that one. 1 second. Sorry, I haven't done this in a while, so I just need to get this thing sorted. Technology, man. Yeah, just enjoy the music for a bit. I need to get this thing to work. Boomer? No, that's not it. No, I haven't done this in a while. I don't know what. Okay, wait. Sorry. No, that. I had it sorted, and because I lost all my data, stuff happened. So, where is? I'm just gonna create. Source. Oh my god, finally. Alright, there we go. Alright. Oh god. Alright, sorted now. Wait. Hold on. Ah, here we go. Problem solved. I don't know why I was doing that. It's perfectly fine before. Alright. It's different. If you like Hololive, you will enjoy it here. Don't worry. It's not going to be. It's not. Don't worry. I won't bring back class PTSD. I promise. Fair enough. No. I'm gonna be doing it a bit different. No. The way that I handle my lessons is a bit different. Because of one thing. I make it such that you guys understand without, bang your head on the keyboard or something like that. And don't worry, it's gonna be chill. It's gonna be chill, so you're not forced to bang your head on the keyboard or on the wall, for that matter. Yeah. Okay. First, just need to do some formal stuff. So, so the Nubius Gamer, I know that you just subscribed, so I'm sorry if you're not here, because I forgot to put you up. No, bang your head on the keyboard. Well, fair enough, I guess. Yeah, PP Sensei. Okay. Yes. So everyone on here, I want to thank them for their continuous support, even though I wasn't doing any lessons or streams. And the Nubius Gamer, who's a new subscriber, his name should be here, but I forgot to put it up there, and it was already stream time, so I couldn't do it. So sorry about that. I will get that next time for sure. I'll do my best not to forget, because I did with Yami, and yeah. Okay. And then for the rest of you, I have a Patreon, so if you feel like my lessons have helped you, please go into the description and check that. I have a Streamlabs link for if you want to donate, you're not forced to, and a Patreon account. I have a Patreon, so you can subscribe to that. It's very cheap. It's like $4 a month, so you won't be paying too much if you choose to subscribe, of course. All of this is optional. My lessons are still free so far. Yeah, so okay. Now for the update on what's been happening. My computer died basically, and oh, wait, fuck. Sorry, I switched to a different thing. Okay, never mind. Sorry, my bad. My computer died. Uh, I don't know I don't know how. Uh, like I think it. I'm not sure if it failed when I was away, or my when I switched on the power when I came back. I don't know. Uh, on the plus side, my computer did survive. My computer did survive 3 years, so it's not entirely bad. It's just it was a bit of a it was a bit of an inconvenience, that's for sure. I'm gonna turn this up and turn this down. Yeah, okay. So yeah, bit of a mild inconvenience, something I didn't wish happen, and yeah, okay. Other than that, I'm okay. Work has been alright. And how about the rest of you? How are you doing? It wasn't my work computer, it was my personal PC. All my games. I had 3 hard drives on there, including my SSDs, and they all got they're all dead now. My computer is literally dead. I have backups, but oh, okay, fair enough. I hope you get better. Yeah, I lost all my data. It's sad. Like my translation files, all gone. I the only way I could preserve my translation stuff is hey Karakal. Yeah, the only thing I could preserve from the translation stuff is the stuff on YouTube. So I downloaded those just to keep record that I did do it, but everything else is gone. It's sad, but I can't do anything about it. Yeah, all the games. Good thing, however, my internet is fast, so I can re-download everything if I need to. But even then, it's still frustrating. Because my computer just literally got wrecked. I have 1 hard drive of data though, so that's not a bad thing. I still have some backups. If that one died, I'll be very sad. No, it's all gone. It's dead. My hardware is dead. I can't use it. So now I'm on a new laptop. My internet is fine. I got 100 megabits per second via Ethernet. It's not bad. My hardware is dead. It's gone. There's no no. I'm not too worried about the hardware because it survived 3 years. What I was more concerned about is my data, which I couldn't pull out. That was the worst part. And the fact that I was keeping stuff for other people. So that yeah, not fun. Not fun at all. In the yeah. I don't know how to. I tried. I bought a hard drive reader. For if you want to plug in a SATA hard drive to a USB 3 to your computer, I bought a dock for that, and I tried yeah, see, the thing is mine doesn't work, or it's like my hard drives. Yeah, good point. I mean, I should have. No, I made backups. I made like a couple backups, so not everything was lost. Like stuff on my external hard drive, if I lost it, I'll be very mad. But uh, like everything else, like yeah, games, my translation data, which I now back up. Some of my video stuff. My streams aren't gone because all my stuff is on Google. Google. My slides, I've no need to worry because they're all online. I guess the intro files that I use, that's gone. What else? Yeah. It was sad. Nonetheless, it was bad. I feel bad, but on the plus side, I did get a new laptop. So the laptop that I'm on, no, my meme folder is still safe. I'll show it to you. My meme folder is absolutely fine. Thankfully, I made a copy of the C drive, before I went away in October. It's still fine. It's absolutely fine. It's my memes folder. Okay. See, my memes folder is fine. I kept it safe. I kept it safe. So it's okay. I bought a new hard drive just now. So it's absolutely fine. I will be copying some data over it. It's gonna be 4 terabytes. So I've no need to worry about data for a long time. If that hard drive breaks, I'll be very mad because I paid a bit for it. Yes, the important folders for me is my meme folder, my streaming folder, and like all my code, the code stuff that I made, I pushed it to GitHub, so I'm not worried about that. I'm really grateful for online repositories, because that not everything was gone. Only the games and only the programs which I use a lot, those are gone. But that's not too bad because I can re-download everything. I use GitHub, bro, for my stuff. I don't want to pay for I don't want to pay for unless you can if you can recommend another free option for online repository storage. Yeah. Otherwise I'll stick to GitHub. Yeah. I use GitHub because it's easy and like there's not much. It's not really a problem for me. Privacy is not an issue because like I don't need to worry about it. I have nothing to hide. That's the thing. I know like all my thing is just test stuff, experimental. So no need to worry about that. Yeah. But okay. Yeah. So without further ado, I think we can start. Yeah. So that's just what's been happening. Besides that, I had a pretty good time. I recovered in terms of health. Once I went back, of course I got yelled at, but it helped because I managed to eat a bit healthier this time, and I learned how to eat a bit healthier. And yeah. Anyways, now for the actual lesson. Okay. So as I mentioned in the announcement, what was it? I didn't bring any guests, so I didn't include a guest this time because I talked about it with that one person who was gonna invite, and we agreed that it's not for this lesson particularly. It won't be necessary for him to be around. But what I wanted to do was it was gonna be a speaking practice session in a way, but like because there's no one around here, so and because you guys haven't seen what it's like to you guys haven't experienced. I'm pretty sure none of you here have experienced talking to a Japanese person talking to a Japanese person in person, and as well as with by using your Japanese. So I mean, everyone has to start somewhere. I certainly did, but yeah. So I'm gonna begin. Oh yeah, by the way, how many of you have actually like taken time to review all the stuff while I was away? A person at all. You should. I mean, like everyone has. Everyone. No, no. You've definitely tried. You're just everyone. For those people who say that like they you know uh, they don't talk to anyone. I think you're just nervous because you don't know what's gonna come. Ah, okay, good, very good. Okay, I'm glad you guys reviewed your stuff because I'm saying it for your guys' sakes. Is that if you don't review, uh your Japanese skill will go dormant, and you'll be like, and you start to forget stuff, and then when the time comes when you need to use it, you'll be like, oh shit, I forgot. What did I say? What did I say? Oh yeah, that's fine, gamer. You can skip the review streams. It's not mandatory to do those. But yeah, uh, it's important to like review, or at least interact with Japanese content in any way possible, so you don't forget. Because if you forget, you'll be like, oh, yeah, you'll be like, oh shit. I mean, that's fine. Get better first. Just listen. Just listen to me today. When you get better, study, or like, yeah, do what you can to improve. All right, see ya. So, okay. Let's Alright, I'm going to begin now. So, the topic is about socializing. And I want you to take notes today because it's very important. If you ever go to Japan, or you want to make friends, you want to go to Japan, it's important that you know what you're getting yourself into, because if you like, I mean, this goes for any sort of like cultural experience, but it's important to if you want to improve your Japanese in every way possible, speaking is a must. You cannot avoid it. Now that doesn't mean that you have uh, to go and like chat every day. I know a lot of you here are introverts. Okay, I was too, but I made the choice to go out and talk to people because I wanted to improve it. Now it is absolutely a choice. I'm just laying down something for you guys to know, or to like see, so that you can make that choice if you want to improve or not. And this is a lot of what I'm gonna be talking about today is just what I went through to get that. So again, this is absolutely up to you guys. You're not forced to go and speak, but if you want to improve on this, you should. I highly recommend it, because speaking is not something you can get from just listening to me do a lesson on it. You must do it yourself as well. But this is just to prepare you so that you don't get a culture shock when you encounter a Japanese person. Alright. Now moving on. Speaking in Japanese. So how many of you have this question? How many of you? some of you, I'm pretty sure many, probably all of you may have had it at some point, and you just thought like, oh nah, I don't want to, because like I'm too much of an introvert. I'm both an introvert and an extrovert, so I can speak for both. All right. If you're an introvert, it's perfectly fine, because uh, Japanese are often introverts as well. Ambivert. Oh, okay. Yes, and I'm gonna talk about that today. Being afraid to fuck up is a normal feeling. I had it when I started, and I got really upset. But the reason why I'm I've done the language for 6 years. I've spoken for about 3 to 4, and it has benefited me because this is something that doesn't just come automatically. You cannot read about this. You must train it like you're playing sports, or you're doing something with your muscles. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, that's fine. Like for me, I've never spoken. Oh, okay. When I was in Japan, I did it. But the thing is, here's the thing, alright? Even if you have relatives and you speak in Japanese, they don't know what you're saying. So there's no point in being afraid, because you're losing more that if you choose not to do it just because of other people, you lose more, because you're losing an opportunity to improve uh, because of other people. And I'm not saying that, I'm not talking from the perspective of someone who doesn't know what that feels like. I know exactly what it feels like, because every time I screw up, I'll get really upset with myself. Right. So it see, here's the thing. You don't have to be absolutely close friends. I tried to make a lot of Japanese friends. I only have a few. So you don't need to worry too much about whether or not someone is going to be uh, a close friend with you or not. Because if you're able to talk, uh, and you're able to help, especially if you're able to help a Japanese person with their English, they'll come to you. They'll come to you. They won't turn down an offer to learn something new from you. All right, so back to the lesson. I'm gonna try not to derail. So how do I start talking in Japanese? So first of all, why should you meet Japanese person in person? Well, to develop your Japanese speaking skills. So because Discord has become a thing, it's good that it's good if you can find a language speaking server. Holorez is slowly starting to become that. Recently we've had some Japanese people come in, and they came to practice the English, and I've been helping with a few of them. And yeah, if you want to try speaking there, even if you want to chat, like not even voice chat, it's okay, because you're still trying to. But if you want to practice using your voice to speak in Japanese, I highly recommend either find find a group, and I'll talk about where to get that group, those groups in a minute. Find a group, or look online somewhere, or the best way is to travel and go and experience Japan yourself. I'll talk about it in a sec. But meeting a Japanese person in person will help you understand the culture. because uh, if you're sensitive enough, and I'm sure a lot of us here are, I hope that everyone here is sensitive enough for culture sensitive, because if you're not, it's gonna be very hard for you to probably learn this language. To really, hey Gia, that's normal. That's normal. I'll get to that in a moment. Uh, Japanese think differently from a lot of us. Just saying. Uh, their culture is very different from. I mean, like, I can say it's for everything, but Japanese, I think, is the one that stands out the most because they do things very differently from a lot of people. And having friends from Japan is a good thing. I have friends from Japan, and they have been helpful with my Japanese learning. So, it's a good thing to socialize. So now the question is, where can I find people to talk to? There's IRL. That one is easier said than done. I understand. Japan's probably the best place to do it. Or if you know that your country has like Japanese around, it won't hurt to go and say hi because they are as nervous as you. Right? Well, a lot of them are. Uh, a lot of them try to be brave because they want to know more about stuff that's not in Japan. This is the so this thing here, Meetup, is a program that I is a no not a program. It's a website that I went to look for my groups, and this is necessary. You kind of need this. Because this one will point you to groups that have been set up for that particular purpose. So you can try and find a group like this on that website. I'm pretty sure it's worldwide. It's not just like in uh it's an app. It's a website. Look it up. If you just search on Google, um oh that's fine. I mean like if you're ready for it, like it's better. Because when I went, I was not. I didn't know what to expect. I did do my reading on the culture, but I didn't know what to expect. I still didn't know what to expect. Going and actually going to a meetup like this is a different experience from reading about it. I'm saying personally. This is why I went. This is how I thought. Okay. Uh, and yeah, Meetup is an app. Is a website. And then there's Discord. So I mentioned just now. Some Japanese people have recently come to our server. On Whole Life Res. Uh, they I'm still helping them with their English, and as well as a couple of others. So like on every Saturday night, we try. So it's still private at the moment, but we do have a Japanese channel that you can talk to Japanese people in there. It's still a few at the moment, but if you want to, I I commend people who like they know that they know that they're gonna fuck up, but they try anyway. I commend those people because you're not afraid to make mistakes. You will improve for sure. Hey Deck, yeah, if you try this, you will improve. I guarantee it. Uh, so I was just talking about how to socialize with Japanese people, and it's still the start, so don't worry. I haven't said a lot yet. Okay. So is everyone here on board, or like you sort of understand, or you have like questions about this? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you have. Hey Deck. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And thanks for the support on Patreon. Thanks for not backing up. So yeah, question for you guys. Do you guys think that this is a good idea, or that you'd still prefer just to like not do it? I just want to know what you guys think, because like For me, mastering Japanese was a priority for me. It's a good idea. Okay. How about the rest of you? What do you think about finding Japanese people to talk to? Like, good idea. Okay. And the reason why I want the reason why I want to say this is because though I understand a lot of us here, we like to stay indoors because we're afraid that the conversation becomes so awkward. Yeah, that's fine. That's why I'm gonna introduce some things that you can say, so that like you don't feel like so yeah, it's you're not going in like with no knowledge. That's fine. I mean, like, take it one step at a time. As long as you're improving, this is my philosophy for any sort of like new ventures. Like, you know, learning Japanese 6 years ago was a new venture for me. I'd never done it before. No one has ever taught me how to do it. No one has ever showed me the way. This is all completely from my experience of like meeting people and just braving the waters. That's it. Uh, and I was a coward as well. Okay. Uh, the only the so this all comes back to your motivations. What are your motivations for learning? What are your motivations for, you know, doing this? If you're passionate about the language, then like even if you are afraid, you're willing to go through it because you know what results gonna come. Second or third. Yes. Okay, good. No. I'm saying no. This one is not like a big step. Sorry, I can't read your. Hey, Aksa. You can look. That's fine. It's not. No. All right. Listen. This is not like I know you. Those are cringe. Okay. Sorry. I can't read your name because it's in I Zhao Han. I think it is. Sorry. Oh, okay. But this one is meant to be extremely practical. You can do it within you can do it as soon as you encounter a Japanese person. Everything I say here will apply. And you don't need to think about it too hard. You just go for it. The only difference here is whether you're willing to go through it or not. Yes. I mean, try it. I'll talk about the game part like after. All right. So before you engage in a conversation with a Japanese person, you need to know their culture. And the reason why is because the culture and the language for any sort of like any sort of culture in the world, it applies. So culture, you kind of need to know at least a basic. You don't need to know everything. Politeness and honorary fix. The Japanese take these 2 points very seriously. Don't worry, I'll show it to you guys how to effectively engage. Don't worry, and it won't be awkward because don't worry too much about screwing up, and I'll say why later. Alright, politeness. I've already said some, but I'll talk about more later. So politeness and honor fix. Uh, if you're thinking about if you're thinking about conversing with a Japanese person or making friends with one, or even going to Japan, you must know these two. These two are very important. So first, let's start with politeness. So you know how all those lessons that I mentioned about polite language and the casual language? You wanna know why it's important now? Don't worry, I'll address that. I'll address that. But so the politeness aspect of the Japanese language is not just for show. right? It's also within the speech. That's why you must know it, and that's why I always tell everyone, whenever you learn Japanese, default to the polite first, because you never know. If let's say if you meet a Japanese person and they're older than you, a lot of the older people, they kind of expect it. They won't say it, but they expect it in a way. If you're younger, uh, it's kind of expected to speak in a polite manner with Japanese people, especially the older ones. Now, for the young people, not so much, but it still helps because. Oh, is it? Sorry. Alright. Thanks for telling me. I would disable this. 1 second. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. So it's best to keep practicing your polite language, just because it when you default to it first, you won't have any problems, because whoever you meet, be like, oh, okay, this person is like, I can talk to that person, because Japanese people, they need to be comfortable in order for them to speak to you. So you guys you guys you prefer for a person to be comfortable with you. The Japanese are expecting the same thing. I mean, this goes for everywhere, but for Japanese it's a big thing. So if they don't feel like if it's nice to you're you're comfortable to talk to, they won't engage in it, because safety is a big thing to them. So just keep that in mind. Now for the disclaimer, if they say you don't need to be formal, like they'll be like, oh, 敬語は必要ないです。or 敬語しなくてもいいです。When you hear those words, that means they're saying, oh, you don't need to use keigo, you don't need to use the polite language. Then in that case, you can revert to the casual language. Hey, Nyaro. Oh my god. No, like very friendly people. What do you mean? Sorry, Nyaro. What do you mean by like very friendly people? Sorry, I don't understand the question. No, the honorary fix are kind of important. Oh, okay. Tamikuchi de you. Okay. All right. There. Thanks, Choko. Yeah. So you don't need to be extremely formal all the time. Like for some of my friends, I'm not formal with them. I'm extremely casual because I know them already. But for anyone who I meet, like who's new, who I meet as new and that's like within the same age as me, I'll default to the polite forms. I have to. It's not an option for me. Everyone clear on this? Yeah. Never. I'll get to that. Okay. So that's the polite part. Okay. Now for the honorary fix. When you talk to a Japanese person, alright. I highly recommend, if you don't want to look like if you don't want to sound like a beginner, omit. You have to unlearn this. I did as well. I had to do it as well. When you speak Japanese, you will rarely, or like most likely never use the word you in your speech, in your sentences. And the reason why I say that is because in Japanese, whenever a Japanese person has a conversation, so for example, let's talk about Hall live streams, right? You will never hear Japanese Uh, no. That's not what what we're gonna be talking about here. When you hear people like Paul talk, for example, when Coco talks to Polka, right, or when Coco talks to all of her hosts, she never uses the words anata, kimi, omae, or kisama. All right, she doesn't use any you. Yes, only used for a married couple, or like sometimes you may hear it in the game, but that's just the game. It's not. Yes, just ask for the name, and I'll get to the prefix in a moment. But uh, always use their name with a suffix. So when you say your thing, your computer, you would say Ek-san no pasokon, right? You would not say anata no pasokon because it just doesn't work that way. Yeah, it's only for wives to their husbands. Yeah. Sometimes it's used in games, and that's fine, but that's the game. It's not reality. It's just the game. How people address people in media. Okay, so words to avoid using in a Japanese convo. Anata. Try not to say this if you can. If you're a beginner and you can't help it, that's fine. But try to develop it in a way that you won't use it if possible. Yes. Omae and Kisama is an absolute no. You should not use this whatsoever unless you're extremely close to the person. No. Kisama is an absolute no. But Omae maybe if you're friends, like you want to say, uh, like if you want to have banter with them, and even then they may not understand. So just be aware about that. You can say Omae with friends only, with close friends only. You will not say that to any like parents. In the case of relationships with a Japanese family, for instance, you will never say "omae." You should not. I highly do not recommend it unless you want to break the relationship. Kimi is it's a bit of a gray area because it's like some people. Oh my god, no. Kimi is like you should still avoid it, but it's not entirely bad if if you know the person, so it's okay. Yes. Yeah, you should. Okay, so you have that. All right. So now the suffix. Okay. When you address, what if you don't know the person? Don't worry, I'll get to that. The default suffix. Here we go. This is the answer to your question. Whenever you meet someone who you don't know, you ask for you introduce yourself, you ask for their name, and from then on, you try to remember their name and you attach san to it. So, the Japanese person that I'm teaching, that I'm helping with her English at the moment, she calls me Ek-san, right? Because san is a default suffix that you would use like for anyone. This is absolutely normal. You can use it for people the same age as you. San is not a Mr. or like Mrs. It's just a default suffix. No. San by itself. Uh, that's different, Gia. So, for example, what else? I can say Dekhat Mai San, GR San, Aksa San, Leo Chen San, because I can't I don't know any of you in person, but this is the default way to address you guys. All right. Is it clear? Yeah, if you don't know the person, just use san. It's the default. Okay. Cute. Okay. So next is kun. Kun is like if you're absolutely good friends with a guy, right? and like they are sort of younger than you, it's perfectly fine to use kun. And then chan is for girls. I use it for my female friends as well, who I'm not like even if they're a bit older than you, if there's not too much of an age gap, you can still use chan. It's still okay because they understand, especially the younger people. They kind of get it. Sensei is easy. Like you guys call me that. Is it people on Holores call me that as well. Senpai. If you're working with someone or if you're in school with someone, and they're in a higher level than you, like let's say in your if you ever work in Japan, I'm not saying that you will, but if you ever, you would call people who are older than you senpai. It's just the way it is. Senpais wouldn't really call their wouldn't really use kohai as a suffix. Kohai is not a suffix. It's just a way to say that, oh, he's lower than me. Which Air-chan are you talking about? Me or the one from Hololive? Oh, okay. Okay. Nah, he's fine. See, I'm a streamer, so it's fine for him to say that to me. Alright, the senpai and then sama. Sama is if the person is of the highest status or like the highest regard, like top of the hierarchy, you call him sama. So they say kami-sama for God. If the emperor, you also, if you ever met the emperor, you'll also address him as sama. And then Ayame is Okyaku-sama as well. Yes. Yes, all for the customer. If you're speaking Keigo and you're talking to a customer, you always hold them in the highest regard. Yeah, sama. Yes, To-sama. Correct. Ayame-sama is another one because that one works. Russia is a chan. She can be a senpai if it's if like Marine is Marine or no. If any of Gen 4, Coco, Watame, Kanata, Luna, and Toa, they call Russia senpai. Ayame senpai is another one. Yeah. So senpai is because they're older. They're higher up. They may not be older, but see ya, Gia. Was it? I'll see you at your funeral. Okay. So you'll be missed, yeah. So this is only like the basic suffixes. You won't get was it as you, I mean, I'm pretty sure some of you guys already know more, like was it anime. What else? You can look it up online. There's a lot. It's like Hakase for professor, Tan for like really cute girls. There's different suffixes, but like yeah, you guys can look that one up. I just provide you. It's okay. Hachama, right? She said herself, right? Hachama, when she was asked how did the name Hachama come, I forgot which video that I watched. It was recent. She mentions that she wanted people were calling her Hatans were calling her yes, Leo's correct. Hato-sama, right? And because she is just like, oh, I wanted to be a bit more closer to my fans, right? She said, could you? She asked them to call her something a little bit more cute. So, so that's how the name Hachama came out. Oh yeah, that's right. I was reviewing was it Hall Rewind? That's right. Hall Rewind be coming out soon anyway. By the way, guys. So just be aware. It's gonna be good. We spent 3 months on it, so I hope that uh yeah. That's it. Uh, Hall Rewind will be coming out. So for 2020, from and the we're gonna be releasing on the 7th. Yeah, we delayed once because we were still doing a lot of like QA, but we have to. We're definitely gonna release it soon. Yeah. All right. So you have that. Is everyone clear on the suffixes? And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because when you encounter a Japanese person, you'd be like, oh, what do I say? How do I say them? And the default I know for all of us who've never spoken Japanese before, you will always use anata because we're used to saying you, right? So my recommendation is if you can avoid it, like instead of saying you, try to use their name with the suffix. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now for addressing yourself, and you may think, oh, I don't think it's a problem. Why can't I say just watashi wa, right? Okay. First of all, addressing yourself, like I think I mentioned this before. When you know the subject is you, when you're talking about yourself, right? Usually you don't use when you're the subject, when you're talking about yourself as a subject, usually you won't mention yourself. You won't really say watashi, boku, ore, because another thing of Japanese culture is that with the polite part, they don't like to refer to them. A lot of them don't really refer to themselves. It's probably just an act of humility, I guess. But it's they don't use it as much. Well, Deck, I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a moment. No. I'll mention that. Okay, so addressing yourself, right? You can use watashi wa as a beginner. It's not mandatory. So, but it's best that that you try and word it like this, because throughout your time learning Japanese, you'll be if you whenever there's a chance of you mentioning yourself, right? You people usually don't. They'll just say that. So I hope you guys can read this. This is absolutely basic. No. Okay. I'm just gonna ignore that comment. No, don't. Koko's Japanese is not real Japanese, alright? Unless you want to get punched in the face, yeah, alright. Or if you want big if you want to have a bit bad reputation, yeah, go ahead, absolutely. So instead you should say it like this. Oh my god. Oh my god, I talk about this and you guys are beaming on chat. Alright. Love you guys, man. God. Alright. So oh, what did I get myself into? Chat was a mistake. I should just mute all of you. I should just mute all of you. Just You all. Alright. Yeah, it should be like this. Hey Despa. Don't worry, won't need you today, but maybe next time. Yeah. It's alright. Teacher bully. Okay, it's fine. So try not to use your is it your subject? Your Try not to mention yourself as a subject if possible. It's the TLDR for this slide. And okay, if you're actually wondering about how to say I, there's several ways. If you absolutely have to, with older people, always use watashi. Or there's the female version called watakushi, which is like it's another way of saying I. This one it's absolutely safe. You can use this if you don't know anyone. Or you can use boku as well. It's fine. But these two are very controversial. Because, okay, I asked a Japanese person this. What's the difference between boku and ore? And like, there's like, it depends on the person. So sometimes like, if you say boku, the person that you're talking to, they might get that childish impression of you. So they'll be like, is he a kid or something? Some people might be okay, perfectly fine with it. No, if you use what you wouldn't use boku or ore in a work setting, unless you want to get fired. Watashi is perfectly fine in a work setting, or even in school. I think jibun is another one. Yes, I didn't include that because like hey Arif, I didn't include jibun because I forgot about it, and it's not regularly used. Or okay, it is, but for the sake of basics, I don't use I didn't put jibun here. I just put watashi, boku, ore, atashi, or atashi or ateshi, depending on if you're aqua. Yeah, watashi is always the safest. You should always stick to that. Atashi is the one that's used by young girls. Or yeah, ateshi if it's aqua. Yeah, same, Leo. I think exactly the same as you. I don't use ore because ore gives the impression that like you're really rough. Some people who are not rough might use it as well to show their masculinity. Oh my god, no. We're not talking about the. It's not. Ateshi is what's it? It's Aqua's way of saying atashi in a very cutesy way. She got it from a Nichi-sanji person, I think. I don't know what the context is, but ateshi is not normal. It's not a dialect. I don't think it is a dialect because it's not normal. Yeah, it's from Shina. Yeah, Yuka Shina from from Nichi-sanji. Yeah, I searched like hours just to find out what's atashi. Yeah, and it's just because Aqua really likes her, and she's kind of like, and Yuka Shina was like Aqua's role model, so Aqua really looks up to her, I think. So that's why her Kansai band and the way she says I is from her. And then there's Mio Mama who uses uchi. Oh, there's yo as well, but I'm not gonna use that because yo is not normal. Yo is like it's just not. I've never heard yo used by any of my friends before. Mio Mama, yes. Mio Mama. Mio uses uchi. And then Ayame uses yo. As I. So what's that? So yeah. If you don't know which one to use watashi. That's the easiest way. Or if you want to be a bit more brave and have a bit more character, yeah, fair enough. If you want to have a bit more character, use boku or if you feel like boku is too childish for you, you can use ore. But make sure you think about who you're talking to. That's the most important part. Who you talk to, who hears the way you talk about yourself. That matters in the Japanese sense. Alright, now for the application. Alright, so you guys I'm pretty sure a lot of you are panicking. You're like, oh, how do I talk with a Japanese person? So the first one is the initiation. So what this means, right? When I say pieces here, it means that don't just remember this as phrases. This is not Duolingo. If you just want to memorize Japanese phrases, use Duolingo, and I guarantee you it's not great. What you should be doing, what you should be taking these parts as, the next couple of slides is things that you can use, you can say them as phrases, yes, but think of it as pieces for your Japanese conversation. Don't take word for word and just say it, because if you just remember it as that, the context might be different for every conversation that you get into. You can use ore for friends, absolutely. Boku is fine as well. Ore is perfectly fine with friends. Watashi, if you don't feel confident enough to use any of the three, use watashi. It's the easiest way. It's the most it's the easiest and safest fallback. Yes, it's a choice. Yeah. None of it is mandatory, or none of it is, everything is a choice except for watashi, I think. Boku and ore are more of a choice thing. Yes. Correct. But yeah, ore may give a different impression. Maybe not a good one. Not really. But they will have some, like, first impression is important for any sort of situation. So if let's say you use ore to a person who's like, whenever they hear the word ore and it goes back to, they're reminded of a person that speaks like that's really bad, they may be turned off. It doesn't matter so much the gender, it just matters who you talk to, like the exact person, because some people might be fine with it, even females. Yes. So you want to take care about how you which one you use. So again, this is all about culture and learning how to speak. So alright, so the next part is the first encounter. Alright, so can you guys tell me what happens when you meet someone in the first encounter? I know some of you may have forgotten what it's like to have your first encounter with a person. Do you guys remember? Yes, you say hello. What else do you do? What else do you do? And not run away. Fair enough. Okay. That's it? Really? Okay. Come on, guys. Yeah. Be polite as possible. Correct. Okay. There we go. Those are the answers I was looking for. Alright. So when you encounter someone for the first time, you say hello. Alright? You don't say, even if you're saying like excuse me, right? When you're telling someone, hey, you're in my way, you say excuse me. You don't just like push them aside, right? Or some you do that, I think. Right? You just wave and just like, yeah, nah, bro. I don't care. Just move out of my way. Are you guys like that? Yes? I'm pretty sure you guys are. Nah, I'm kidding. Okay. So for the first encounter, you say hi, right? You don't just go up to them. You just don't go up and be like, hey, do you watch anime? Hey, are you from Japan? Right? They might get a bit intimidated if you say that. Alright. Alright. So remember this this is when you go up your girl can unlock come out in your crib. Okay, fair enough. Alright. I see it work. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. All right, I'll make sure you remember that. But for most first encounters, the initiation, like the words that you use to start a conversation with someone, or when you haven't met them before, you'd say "hajimemashite," right? This is especially important for like for work. No, 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 Leo, oh my god, no Lamar memes, alright? We're not, there's no roasting here. Cause I'm Nihongo Jozu. So you say hajimashite, say nice to meet you. You would mention your name. It's important to mention your name because that's what they would use. If you want to build a relationship with them, you should say your name. So you say so namae to imasu to moshimasu desu. Any one of those. The dot here is equivalent to a slash, right? This dot here is equivalent to a slash. So and then yoroshiku onegai shimasu. That third one you must remember. It's hard to explain because it does not have an English equivalent. But the best way I can, the closest translation that I could do for yoroshiku onegai shimasu is, I hope we can get along. Just remember it like that. This third one is especially important because like when you get into a group, oh my god, come on, don't. Alright, I'm gonna ignore that. When you're in a group when you're doing group content with people on with Japanese people on any game, right? I've had this multiple times. I can say for sure this is how it goes, right? Whenever you join a group for the first time, like PvP for instance, if you're playing Apex, all right, and you're on the voice chat with people, you always say yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Always. It's just a way of, you know, it's just to get help get along with your team and like not make yourself look like a jerk or an asshole. Alright. So use yoroshiku onegai shimasu whenever you can. Yes. It's an expression of positive intent. Yeah, correct. No, oh my god. You guys, man. Hajimashite. Yeah, so I'll give an example of how I would do it. So hajimashite, ek desu or ek desu. Yeah, I wouldn't say sam because I can't, because you wouldn't use the suffix for yourself. So I'd say Ek-kun desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. That's it. That's it. And then, you know, the best part is that true. Except I can take this one because this is not really this is not a normal classroom. This is a stream room. What's the furigana from? Oh. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. Okay, I think it should be good. Yeah, it's Firefox. I use Firefox, man, not Chrome. I don't use Chrome, man. Chrome is a RAM whore. Chrome is a RAM whore, man. Hey, Aokichi. I'll not use Chrome. Chrome is a RAM whore. I'd rather not. Okay. Is it actually good? It sucks RAM faster than the fall in the rabbit hole. Yeah, exactly. It's insane, man. I don't know why it does that. Okay. So yeah. That's the furigana. This is good. Is it the Nubius gamer? The newbie gamer. Is this good enough for you? Okay. Okay. So, はじめまして。Ek と言います。Ek と申します。or Ek です。よろしくお願いします。Once you say that, they'll be like, oh, okay, that's initiation. It'll make it comfortable for them to talk to you. So once you say that, you're like, oh, okay, it's good. All right. So once you can also add like this, so that you can say, if it's morning, you can say, oh, ohayo gozaimasu. はじめまして。Ek と申します。Ek と言います。Ek です。よろしくお願いします。And you can replace it with any of these. Do you guys know the difference between these three, by the way? Who here doesn't understand this? You use all this in the same way. Okay, good. So make sure you note the time that you're using it. Now it won't really be a big issue, because it's not like they're gonna be like, oh, why do you say it like that? You know, it's just nice to it's just nice to know it like this. Yeah, sure, Leo, it's fine. Okay. So now we talk about the Jozu. All right, the Jozu. 日本語は上手ですね。Okay. Now, the reason why I say this is because the meme came up a bit too early, right? And you guys know, alright? You guys know about the Jozu, right? So, this has become a bit of a meme among like Japanese learners. Like the very experienced ones can tell you that Nihongo wa jouzu desu ne does not mean that your Nihongo is good. Alright? It means that you can it's just a compliment to say like, oh, okay, you spoke Japanese to me, well done. But it essentially does not mean that you're great. Yeah. It's not really okay. Yeah, here's the thing. They don't save that intent. The intent of saying Nihongo wa jouzu desu ne is because some of them have never seen a person outside Japan speak Japanese before. It's not meant to be bad. They don't mean it like that. So, what do you do about it? Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, Leo's correct here. Like, you don't want to you don't want to discourage people from learning a language, right? And the best thing you can do is compliment them. Like, I mean, like, if you see it as them just feel like talk, if you think that their intent is to talk shit about you, you will give up. My Australian's pretty good. I don't talk to a lot of Australian people, to be honest. So the thing is, if you think that okay, they say this, because I had the same mindset. I'm like, oh, they're saying that. So I'm pretty sure all of you here know about the hone and tatamae concept of Japanese, right? It's in their culture. It's not that they mean it, they deliberately mean it that fair enough. Or here's another thing. They will learn from you. If your Japanese is good, they will continue to talk to you. Right? When I went to Japan, when I tried to use Japanese, right, they stuck to using English. That's how I know my Japanese isn't great. But again, don't take it as a bad thing. Firstly, you should not focus on the fact that they're talking bad about you. Do not focus on it, because you will feel just very discouraged, and you wouldn't want to talk to that person, because all you're thinking about is, okay, they're just saying it to make fun of me. No, don't think of it that way. Just think of it as, okay, it's just a normal thing for them to say. I will move on. Just say thank you. Just say arigato, and then you can talk about, oh, how long have I been studying, or you can talk about other things. Just move on. Don't focus on it. Is everyone clear about that? Like, don't be too focused on the Jozu part, because that's what it may cripple a lot of you. If, like, let's say you can't help but want to be is it to look for to find ways to see if your Japanese is good or not, and the only tell you can understand is the fact that people talk good about you, and you realize that that's not actually what it means. It means something else. You may get very discouraged. So I highly suggest look past the Jozu, because the important part is not for that person, not for that one particular person to judge you. Is that if you can the more important part is that if you can make friends with them and they're willing to help you your Japanese, that's more important. Everyone clear about that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now the introduction. So I know, so besides, the initiation to saying like hello, it's good to think of it that way, Deck. Yeah. If you look at it with that perspective, I applaud you. So the introduction. So whenever you meet whenever you're with a Japanese person for the first time, you always do this thing called jiko shokai, which is the introduction. So when you do the introduction, you say your name, which I already mentioned before. You can say where you come from, because they will ask this. They'll be like, "Nani ni desu ka?" Which means like, or "Doko kara desu ka?" Which means where do you come from? And then you would say, For example, for me, my country in Japanese is Australia. So I'll say Australia人です. And they're like, oh, わかった. Or flashbacks to Coco's lessons. And then like sometimes they'll ask like, oh, are you working? Are you a student? Especially so the ones that I met in Australia in meetups. Don't worry. Okay, I'll get to that. Are you working or are you a student? 仕事しています or 学生です. Or you can say like, oh, 大学生です. It's fine. And they're like, oh. Right? When they say oh, it's like, oh, okay. And then your hobbies. Now, you don't have to touch on the dark ones. Like if you like looking at loots on Pixiv or Twitter, you don't have to talk about that. They don't mind. They don't care about that. You know, it's just for conversation. So one important social tip I can give you guys when you're talking, if you can't think of a topic, right? Find something that's like, just ask. Just ask questions. Like don't mind. Don't worry about. Don't worry if like if they may like if you're not able to contribute. Just ask a question. 私の趣味は同時の読みです。Don't okay. Aksa, about the aggressiveness. I want to talk about that for a bit. If you want to be aggressive, you must know the limits that you're being aggressive. Because if you're too aggressive, when you want to be, when all you're thinking in your mind is I want to learn Japanese. I don't care about whether they say it or not. It can be a bit intimidating for them. So what you have to do is talk as much as you can. Try not to be stuck to one Japanese person. I think it goes for any sort of social situation. If you want to make friends, don't just stick to that one, right? And think that one person is going to be like absolutely friendly to you. You just find those that will become friendly to you, and those that will help you. Because there are some people that will. That's how I managed to get my speaking. That's how I managed to improve my Japanese speaking. And as I said, my ability to speak in Japanese is able to help someone learn English very well. So it's still worth it, even after all the embarrassing moments. All right, so yeah, these are just some points to consider. Everything else you want to you just want to fall back on whatever that you can ask the questions. Just ask. So like, for example, you can let me see if my notepad works here. Okay, all right, this works. Okay, all right. So here's some things you guys can take away. So when just ask questions. So this is where your Japanese application comes in. So you're saying like, 出身は何ですか? You can ask that to say like, where are you from? Can you guys see this? If it's too small, let me know, please. 出身地, okay, cool. Thanks, Desma. You can say like 出身or 出身地は何ですか? Okay, sorry. If you Oh, perfect. All right, here we go. Zoom in. Is this better? Okay, thank you. Ah, sushi wa doko desu ka? Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Choco. Sushi wa doko desu ka? Okay. There we go. So okay, thanks Tesla. That works. Alright, so you'd say like this, Sushi wa doko desu ka? For your when you ask them where you're from. And then you can say like so to initiate into a food conversation, because this, yes, the kanji is the same for nan and nani. Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to get into a food conversation, right? Depending on the time, you can say like, oh, hiru gohan. Tabemashita ka? And then you can change this to whatever that you want. Like it can be a bangohan, asagohan, or hirugohan, depending on the time of the day. And then from there, you can start talking about food. You can say, oh, ichiban suki na tabemono wa nan desu ka? Question mark. Something like this. Yeah, and then that's your conversation. That's your conversation starter, right? Alright. So you can start from there. You can Gia brought a point where he's just like, oh, I talk about anime and that's how I make friends. Okay, so in that case, you can ask, oh, anime o mimasu ka? Or like, make sure you ask this. Make sure you have a bit of common sense when you ask these questions. Like if it's an old person, they may not watch anime, but if it's a young person, you kind of have an expectation they probably do. So in that case, you can ask, anime o mimasu ka? So like one time, a girl from Hokkaido that I made friends with, who I used to play games with, together. I that's how I bought my Switch, by the way. So I bought Splatoon to play with her in a group. Yes, a girl. It's just a friend. It's not Mazet. I'm gonna say this confidently. I'm single at the moment. Yeah. So I met a lot of female friends, alright, from Japan. If you guys are like, yeah, I'm single. I met a lot of female friends, alright. I have four. I have 4 female friends from Japan. Yeah, you can, and then the next question you can ask is donna anime o mimasu ka? So like donna anime o mimasu ka? What kind of anime do you watch? Yes, that's another thing. Yeah, which anime do you watch, or have you watched? This works too. Imashita ka? Donna enemies. Yes. All right. See. Okay. Good. You guys. Thank you. You guys are bringing up all the good questions. You can replace and then if you want to play if you want to talk about video games, you say game or yarimasu ka. The flex, yeah. Flexing now. So you can ask game or yarimasu ka. That's why I made this lesson. You guys have to be was it okay, no, I'm not gonna say it like that. You guys should take a step forward into the wild, right? And try and find people. Like don't just be like, oh I'm too afraid, I don't want to do it. Then you'll be like, then you won't make any friends. You have to initiate somehow, because they won't. If you don't, they won't. And I'm saying this from experience. If you don't engage in a conversation with them, they'll leave you alone, and you won't have any Japanese friends. Relationships take effort, right? So you should. If you want Japanese friends, you should go and make some. They won't just drop on your lap, unfortunately. Yeah, just do it. Even if your Japanese is shit, all right? Just try to make it anyway. You will get somewhere. Just use your best Japanese whatsoever, and have a dictionary with you. I always had a phone dictionary with me whenever I went to meet a Japanese person, because then I could easily scroll and like find the word that I need to say, and it helped me as well. So just do it. Like in the words of Nike, just do it. Just do it. Or Shayla Booth. No. Oh my god. Siaksa. Well, that's why I said go on Discord, man. Was it? I'm pretty sure they're language servers. If you meet me on Discord, I can introduce you to some, but you must take the initiative yourself, because I can only do so much for you. So you can ask me. I can give you guys all the language servers I've been to, and then you guys have to take it from there, because I can't do it past that. So fall back into your normal Japanese. So after the introductions, that's where your normal Japanese will kick in. So you talk about like your games, your hobbies, your stuff like that. And then you have normal convo. And if they want to go with a specific topic, you should stick with it. Try not to change the topic too much. Yeah. And don't be afraid to be asked questions. If they ask questions, that's a good thing. That means they want to converse with you. Don't run away from that. Try not to run away from that. I'm telling you for your guys' sake, so that like you won't lose. It's better to have friends, Japanese friends, than not, because they can help you, right? And then yeah, exactly. I should do that someday, you know. Just like let you guys type up a convo, so that you guys can get your minds like rolling. When let's say when you get into a conversation, you easily be able to snap into it. Unlike me, which I was not able to. At least now I'm able to help you guys like do it. So once you're done with the conversation, right? Or like you're finished with a person, or like let's say a group activity is done. This is the approach you should take. You say sayonara, of course. Otsukaresama desha, that's very important. This also does not have a English meaning. The best you can say is just good job. I told that to that Japanese person I was helping. お疲れ様でした is just good job. Yeah, また会いましょう. またね is works too. You say let's meet again sometime. And try to you can ask them for like you can ask them for like if you use any sort of SNS, you can just say like so Japanese use Line. They don't use Discord as much, although some are starting to use Discord. They don't really use Discord as much, I think. Yeah, but more are starting to use it. Line is the one that you should use. So for people who are from Korea or Thailand here, you just ask for you don't even have to ask for your phone number. Just ask for Line. It's like line will line ga arimasu ka? Alright? If you guys want to pick up Japanese girls, this is what you ask, right? Start with line o oshiete kudasai, alright? If you want some girlfriends, alright, from Japan, ask them for their line. There you go. That's my number one advice to you. Yes, do it. Ask for their line or their Facebook. Okay, you guys probably don't use Facebook. You guys probably think it's cringe. Ask for their line, alright? Yes, okay? I'm teaching you guys how to socialize here. Because some of you are still stuck in your rooms. I'm pretty sure some of you are neats, alright? If you want to get a Japanese person to keep conversing you, ask for their line, alright? Especially the girls, they'll be fine with it. Especially those who are really, really social girls. Fair enough. Good point, Leo. I didn't think of that. I'd be like, if you're stuck because of a social reason, not because of the pandemic, but if you're stuck in there because you just want to stay in there, you guys gotta get out a bit, just a bit. I'm not saying like you should always be out. Just be out, just a bit. It's not even like you don't even need to be out every day. Just like, you know, once a day or something. Like, it's also good for your health, you know. But as for the girlfriends thing, or if you want like Japanese girls to talk to you, just talk to you. Not necessarily a relationship, but it may lead to that. Get their line, okay? Just saying now. Just get their line. Download that app. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, but download that app. Alright, Line is a mobile app. It works exactly like WhatsApp or Signal. If you don't like using WhatsApp, it's the same as Signal, basically. Signal or Telegram, whichever ones you guys use. Line is safe. Don't worry. There's no encryption problems. None. I've never had a problem with Line. Line is used in Thailand. I'm not sure about Southeast Asia, but how many numbers? How many line numbers? Let me look. Let me go through my phone. Right? 1 second. I can't remember off the top of my head. 1 second. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My gaming group is on here as well, so 6 plus a couple of other people. 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, so line is an SNS. Yeah. That's because I took initiative, man. I wasn't just like, oh, I'm just gonna sit in my room and learn Japanese that way. No, I went out. This flex did not come without hard work, right? And that hard work was braving the waves, getting out there and like just just try and speak, even if I'm gonna fuck up badly, right? It's not the worst thing in the world. I still got far, man. I have friends. I have Japanese friends in real life. Yes, exactly. Leo says what I want to say in the bluntest way. Yes, Ken, I am. I still keep in touch with them. Of course. Look at this chat. I have friends. Yeah. I have friends. That's cringe, bro. Yeah, cause you're there already. Alright, doesn't matter. Well, the choice is entirely up to you guys, but like yeah, that's just how I did it, right? And it works for anyone. This is not something that like that you need to be a special person to do. I have normal friends, but not Japanese. Japanese are normal people. Okay, enough sidetrack. Okay, so here's the post convo, because you guys are like, oh my god, I feel like I did shit, right? When you after the conversation, when you realize you've screwed up real bad, don't feel bad about it. You're still learning. Write down any words that you feel like you should have said. Write down words, or like, you know, record them down somewhere. I don't know. Do something to like remember what you should have said, and then try and use it next time. Because your brain will work that way. Try not to. It's okay. I'm nearly done. Yeah, try not to. This is a stream, by the way. Yeah. So write down your words, and then make sure to keep in touch with any friends that you met. So like I said, get that line. If you really want to get girls, get line, Japanese line. All right. No, I'm just memeing. It's up to you. Get line and have it on your phone. Do not delete it. I don't know about that. Maybe there might be some, but usually I'm the one who asks. That's how I get those friends. Sometimes they might ask you. Sometimes, I don't know if they ever will. Mine never did, so I just decided I'm gonna ask. Oh, no. Okay. So, no, don't. You wanna do it today? The thing is, so Choco, what I was actually, what I plan to do was like actually ask for the convo thing like next time. I didn't say today, because like I didn't plan for, you know, because what I originally planned is for like, unless you want to do it. No, do you guys want to do it now? I mean, like, it's fine if you want to, but like I said yesterday already. I told you we can do it next time. That's what I meant. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, when I was playing this lesson, I actually wanted Choco and oh my god, okay. So when I So when I was playing this when I was playing this stream, right, what I wanted to do was have like some people come on. So the two people was gonna be Choco and Despa, because they're extremely I mean I can have them come on now if you guys want, and then we can have just like a Japanese convo. You can see what it's like, but like what I actually planned for is that like while I was discussing about the introduction, saying hi, that sort of thing, that you guys be like, oh, okay, so do you guys want to Choco and Despa? I if you guys are fine with it, I can do it now. And since it's almost 2 hours already, yeah. Maybe one day, perhaps one day I can get like all like if whoever wants to come on, voice chat to like try and like speak in Japanese, you can, and I'll practice with you guys. Uh, if you guys aren't confident enough, that's fine. You don't have to. Uh, or you can, or I don't have to stream this. We can go into a Holores. So for those who don't know, uh, below is it? Let me check. All right. Oh, I gotta change that. It's not meant to be Whole Life Resistance anymore. It's meant to be Whole Life, uh, uh, Whole Life Resort. But in that description, in below, there's a link to the Discord server. It's supposed to be Whole Life Resort. So change the word resistance to the word resort. No, I won't stream. I probably won't stream it because it's already like really long. If like people are not confident enough to get their voice on stream, that's fine, because the point is for them to practice, right? So if they want to, we can get into a voice chat. We can practice. I don't mind it. Like we don't have to do it here, but what I'm doing here today is just showing you guys, what to expect. Yeah, sorry Choco, if you're still thinking about like the you're still expecting to do it, I'm very sorry. I apologize, because I should have clarified that I can do it again. We can have the actual conversation next time, so sorry about that. And then other important things, don't talk about sensitive topics. Try to keep that away, and like don't pry into to the lives of Japanese people. This is very important, because there's this one girl that I met. Uh, it's okay. Uh, those of you here who are in the Discord server, could you like put the link down, because the one in my in the one below is not correct. We can do it. Okay, Choco. Here's what we can do. For the rest of you, if you're fine, we can do it on a voice chat. Since you guys are here already, we might as well have it on on the Discord, because there's very few of us here. Yeah. We don't have to do it here. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this up really quickly, and then we can move on to that. So if you guys want, you guys are not forced. So you guys can mute, and then me, Choco, and Despa are just gonna talk. And you guys can listen, because it'll be the same thing. It's just that it won't be recorded. So if you're up for it, just let me know. Just ping me on Discord, and I will ping me on Discord, and I'll like set up a place. Hold on. Who's on the Discord server at the moment? Hallres. If not, I'll just grab it in a second. Oh, okay. Just give me a moment. That's it. So go there. And like if you so yeah. Uh, if you so okay, doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Okay. So if when you're speaking Japanese, try not your if you like to speak in a very sarcastic manner, try to avoid it because it doesn't translate well into Japanese. They won't understand it. Like the jokes won't carry over. So just take note of that. Okay. Yeah. So here's a summary, just very quickly. So remember the Japanese Honorary Fix. Remember the speaking protocol. So from start to finish, always default to polite forms, and then don't be afraid to try again if you screw up. You miss out a lot if you you actually miss out a lot if like you refrain from doing it after you screwed up. I'm saying this from experience, so just don't do it. All right, that's it. Do any of you have any questions? Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the horror server. I'll give you guys like 5 minutes to ask, and then who's my Oshi? I'm a DD. I don't have one. I'll find a place. No one has any questions? Important questions. Okay. Yep. What is it? No. It should be the Japanese learning one. Go to Japanese learning. No. Not here. I'm not gonna be streaming this after this because this was not the plan changed a bit, so we can do it in Japanese learning. Yeah. No, I'm working. I'm a working person. I'm a working man. Yeah, that one. Okay. Any other important questions? Yeah, now it's good. Was it Choco, who's experienced in Japanese, Despa as well, who was from Japan, and we have a Japanese person, Heresy, who's it's okay. You might need the role. Just ask around. I think people will be able to find lead you to it. All right. It should be JP speaking and listening. Go there. All right. All right. I'll be ending here. All right. Thanks for coming. Oh, what do I plan to do? I'm gonna be trying getting to. So I need to do a review first with everyone. I didn't get a chance to because yeah, it just didn't work. But I'm planning to help everyone review and help everyone get into the more complex Japanese. I want to also make it such that I might even go into things that are not Japanese related. Yeah, get Japanese learning. Okay. Yeah, but that's it. So far, just keep just subscribe for now if you haven't done already, and I'll send updates because like I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I plan for a lot of Japanese, but I may switch around every now and then, just in case I'm bored, you know. But yeah, that's it. I hope that answers the question. All good? Cool. Alright. If there's nothing else, yeah, I'll see you there. See you guys on the voice chat. Otherwise, see you. I won't be able to stream next week because I got work. Maybe after, week after. Alright. Catch you guys later. Bye bye.